It's fantastic. Very happy to be here on this feature. Well, actually, I'm Chris, so I'm actually hailing from Europe. Being in Asia, which is a long time if you think about it. So actually, Asia has become my already. Yeah, being a pastry chef, so that's actually I started off as an apprenticeship when I was like a small boy of 14 years old. So like learning how to make cakes. So that was a very early stage, yeah. So, and that went on for about 6 years, yeah, and then joined the army. And then, I mean, if it wouldn't have been from my mama or something, I think I would have stayed with the army actually, because I loved it. I loved it. Yeah. So actually, yeah. So actually, built my whole career up with great pastry chefs actually. So we are in the top 10 of the world, and then went to join restaurants. From restaurant, joined restaurant and hotels, and then I said, okay, I have this feeling of see the world, right? So went to London for a while, went back home, and then I said to my parents, okay, the next step will be further away. And so it happened. Yeah. Yeah.
But what made you, why not be a chef but a pastry? Where did that come from?
Actually, when I was 13 years old, my dad was going to help in the weekends in a bakery shop. So on Sunday mornings and Saturday mornings, I was joining my dad just to, you know, a little bit see what's going on. And actually from there, actually, I saw this chef at that time making this fine croissants and cakes, and I was like very interested. And I said to my dad and my parents, I said, okay, I said, I want to learn maybe this skills and this art. And that's actually from there it started actually. Yeah.
Wow. But it allowed you to stop schooling?
Yes, but so apprenticeship is actually you go to work, you work 5 days and a half, and then you have 1 day school for 6 years. Yeah.
Okay. Are there in your family? Are you the only child? You're the only child?
Is the connection okay? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, it goes in and out, but it's okay. But are you the only child? Can you hear me, Chris?
I didn't. Yeah, now you're back. Yeah.
Okay. So are you the only child?
Yes, I'm the only child. So I'm the only child. So it was kind of hard for my mom when I said I'm gonna miss it, and I know that she, especially my mom, I think she was thinking like maybe she will come back, right? Because the first time I was gone for 4 years before I went back the first time back to Belgium after 4 years in Asia, and I think she was hoping like, okay, he's gonna come back, but yeah, from 4 years became 6 years, and yeah, so she knew that my home was actually in Asia. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
So the good thing about it is actually like my parents were only traveling in Europe, you know. So with me being in Asia, so they find some ways to travel very far, which they would never have done before. So they came to Singapore, they came to Thailand, Malaysia. So it was it's actually fantastic for them, you know. Yeah.
But you moved around a lot, and you are okay. Can I tell people your age, because this show is about people that are 40 and above and fabulous, fit, forever fit and fabulous? Is that okay for me to tell their age?
Please go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, so Chris is 56 years old. So he's extremely fit, because you do Muay Thai professionally. You fight Muay Thai for 6 years, right? Am I correct?
Yes. Yeah. Yes, I have
Okay,
done some professional Muay fight.
so being in the army, does that got to do with anything about the fights? And then you do Spartan race. I mean, I'm always seeing you doing Spartan race.
Yes,
Can you hear me? I think
yeah.
the
So
line, yeah,
army has a, yeah. The line is not so good. I'm trying to wait. I'm trying to do
maybe
something
we
here,
find a
but
good
I don't know
spot.
if I
Yeah,
can.
we'll try.
Yeah, I'm trying to. Yeah, I just worry when I'm gonna click this one that the thing is gonna be gone.
It's okay. Don't
That's
worry. Then we come back
yeah.
again.
That's my concern.
You
That's
got
my concern. If I click something here, that we
no.
are gone. Yeah.
Don't worry. It's life. I love life. Everything can go wrong and everything can go right. That's the So your army and Spartan race and Muay Thai professionally fight. You fight in professional competition, right?
Yes, yes. So yeah, the army has something to do with it because I was a commando. So I really liked all the adrenaline, the how to say, pushed every day. You were, very. I mean, I loved it actually. So I love the dedication, the things you have to put in every day, the hard work. So the trainings, and I'm actually carried this with for myself my whole life. So I'm very
Oh.
dedicated on everything and very systematic. Like if I open my closet with my clothes, everything is like black is there, black, and then you have white. It's all separate. It's like chack, 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 chack. It's like that. It's like that. My whole life.
But it's great
Yeah.
because it's very clean, very clear. Me too. Like me too, but
Yes.
not like the me
Yes.
too. I'm the same. Like my colors, from short sleeve to no sleeves to short sleeve to long sleeve. Because I used to work early in the morning, and I didn't want to turn on the light, and I would know where it is. It's easier to grab, right?
Same. Same.
So you
And
are go
yeah,
go
go
ahead.
ahead.
I'm so
And
sorry.
actually, part with that one is actually my job as a pastry chef because it's very finest. So pastry is very fine and it's sensitive. So if it's 2.1 gram, it's
Uh-huh.
2.1 gram. It's not 2.5 or 2.6. If not, the recipe is it's gone. So here comes again the whole thing. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
it's amazing. The first time I tried to bake a cake, right? And I watched it, and then the cake went like this, like slant.
When
So I
collapse,
gave
right?
up. I was like, domestic. I was like, this is not for me. I quit that job. So you are now currently in
Yeah.
Bangkok, right? How many years have been in Bangkok?
Yes, yes. It's 9 years now. Yeah. It's 9 years
Wow.
straight. Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
that the longest in Asia
And
that you've been?
before bank,
Yeah.
yes, yes. So 9 years straight. Yeah. Singapore, I was two times. So to get to Singapore was about 5 years. Two times. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where were you? Where
Yeah.
were
So I
you
was
in
actually with
Singapore? Ah,
Fullerton and Fullerton Bay. Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the first one before, like many years ago, that's what we're at. The Timasek at the Conrad. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so you are single. So there's a lot of women that's watching. They're like,
Yes.
oh,
Yes.
he's 56 and he's very
Yeah. Yeah.
precise and he's, you know. So you have one
Yes.
child, right? So you have one child. How old is your son? Right? You have a son.
I don't have children.
You
I
don't
don't
have
have children.
children.
Yeah. No,
Okay,
no, no,
I'm so
no.
sorry.
No, it's okay. It's all good. No, I'm the only child at home, but I
But
have no children myself.
would you like to have two girls that are 24, 26 years old as children? You can have my children. they can they can
I,
stir up a
can I handle?
disaster
Can
in
I
your life.
handle?
It's a disaster. Okay, so tell us about your fitness routine. I see you always now. You have. Am I correct? The 100 push-up. I know you're back in
Yeah.
and out. 100
Yeah.
push-up
Yes. Yes.
challenge. Yeah. So tell us about your fitness
Yeah,
routine.
so that one, yeah. So my fitness routine, so how to say, so I have an agenda. So I have an agenda, so a weekly agenda, where I write down actually my whole plan, what I'm going to train each day, how I'm going to do it. So it's actually always when I wake up, I can miss this calendar because the calendar is sticked on my front of the door. So that means when I walk out that door, I know already that's my day plan on my fitness journey. So when I came back home in the evening, I can tick it off. So yeah, I'm how to say, I'm very passionate, and when I can exercise and I feel very good. So I need the exercise to make me feel good. And I bring the energy also to my work, which sometimes I can get an argument with or my CEO, because many of them, they don't do anything, right? So if I work sometimes 15 hours a day and I'm heading off because I know I have to do my run today, if they ask me, where you going? Oh man, then they get the fire on, you know, because because if you're already on the job for 15 hours, you know what I mean?
Right.
So I say,
Right.
guys, I have a life. I still have a life, so I still have my workout to do. And then they say, why you do? I bring energy to your work. Yeah.
But okay, so there are two mindsets, right? Now, you say that, okay, guys, I have a life, I'm gonna go for a run. But there's so many people that don't understand what the benefits of fitness is. They will tell you, you don't have a life, you go,
Yes.
you dedicate your life. Do you get that all the time?
Yes, I have that many. Most of the time is the people who don't exercise who ask me that question. Yeah, it's always going to be those people who don't understand that I wake up every day 4:30, 4:45 to do things before I go work, or I go to work very early. Days off, I wake up the same time because I have my plan and I feel good with it. So, but people who don't exercise, those are the ones who don't understand that journey. Yeah. They think it's like pressure on yourself, but it's not. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not for you because it's embedded in you. So you started exercising at what age?
Actually, I have never stopped exercising, but I have been in some different levels, of course. When I was building my career further in Asia in my first years, I had to a little bit step back from the very fanatic sport journey because my working time was too long and I wanted to make my career successful. So I had to work many hours to make it, right? But I have never stopped completely. So I was maybe maintaining 3 times a week, going to the fitness gym, doing something, keep doing, but I have never stopped doing sports for my whole life. So I have done everything. I have done soccer, cycling. I even have done a bodybuilding competition when I was 26 years old. I mean, at how was that? The weight class was 50 kilo. I mean, it's I like to do extreme things and push myself and see, I'm not shy. Yeah. Yeah.
For your daily routine. So how often do you change your routine for your exercise? Like, for example, what is your
so I'm running
a day, what does it look like? What does it look like?
So I'm running. Yeah. So let's say 5 days a week, I go for a run. So I have different schemes. So one day I run 10K, the next day be 15, and maybe the next day I will run 8. And I have days I carry extra weight, the body armor kit with extra weight inside, 20, 30 kilo. I'm doing cardio sessions in between, which are HIIT programs like rounds of 30 minutes, and then with different sections like kettlebell swing, battle ropes, jump box, things like that. I have my Muay Thai in between. So twice a week, normally I do Muay Thai also. So that's the full cardio and flexibility, and also full focus, because boxing is all about mixed martial arts is about focus and trying to stay calm. Yeah. So there's many people thinking that the people who do mixed martial arts are very aggressive people. Right. Actually, it's the opposite. Actually, it's the opposite, because we can cool down ourselves and we can control the situation. So, because when you're in a fight and you're angry, you're gonna lose for sure, because you lose all the concentration and focus. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, this was all the things I was taught the first time when I was learning very fanatic Muay Thai in Singapore with Evolve, and then when I went to these fighter camps in Thailand. When I had, before my first fight, that was the most important thing they said. I said, you're ready for everything, but you can be angry. You're gonna have to stay calm all the way. Just let everything go and relax. Yeah, and it's actually true. Okay. It's going inside the ring, angry, lose. Yeah, yeah.
So this is a question of topics. Have you ever like gotten into a fight, and like physical fight? Do you actually walk away, or do you get into the fight? Like, I'm not talking about like a ring fight, but somebody who aggravates you.
If it's happening on the street or something, if I normally I would try to walk away for sure. Yeah. First of all, it's dangerous. First of all, it's dangerous because the time of my army also, I know techniques. I can put the person down. He's not going to stand up anymore. It means, it's dangerous. So I always try to walk away. Just keep the peace. I'm not saying if I would be in a situation that if it's life or death, of course, that is another situation, right? Yeah. And if I would see a person being attacked by, let's say, if there is one person and 5 people try to catch or whatever, I'm going to jump in for sure. For sure. I would be the first one to help the person for sure. But if it's a one-on-one, normally I just walk away and be kind and just, that's the best. Trust me, that's the best way. That's the best way.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've known some people that are, black belt, and they say the same thing. The first thing, because the harm that they can do to the other person, they try to walk away. I think that's wonderful. So you are a very disciplined person. It's already in your genes, I think. So how does it work? Like, do you eat pastries? Like, you are also a plant-based, right?
Yes. I'm actually plant-based. So I have been trying to more than 10 years. It's very hard to of my job, because if I to taste some cake, there is dairy inside, there is some cream inside, there is some mascarpone seeds inside. So I can't really say I'm 100% because I have to try something. But all my meals that I'm eating is all plant-based, 100%. So the only, let's say, I get some dairy in every day because I have to try what my staff is making, right? So, but I don't eat cakes to say I eat cakes, right? It's the tasting is very, very, very little. Even sometimes I don't need to taste. I can see by the look something is wrong. So before I even have to try it.
Okay, so so if you looked at if I were to bake the cake like this, what went wrong? Just give it up.
When it's collapsed, it can be it's not whipped up enough. Like the basic steps have not been whipped up enough. Wrong oven temperature, ingredients wrong, many steps.
Okay, just wrong. So what makes you change into plant-based?
Actually, I have to be honest, I have never eaten a lot of meat. So at my home also, my parents are not really they eat meat, but not really the fanatic one. So, and I started the journey like 15 years ago, try a little bit, and then 10 years ago, I really feel much more energized when I do my sport on plant-based, I must say. Especially, I have especially seen that feeling when I'm doing the Spartan races. It's about 3 years. So I went on ultra for 12 hours on carrying the heavy backpack, climbing, swimming, carry stones, everything. And I walk on plant-based. So I have beetroot, I have salad, I have spinach, and I go that one. Yeah. It's a tremendous energy that it's inside your blood. Yeah.
Wow. I tried
The energy is different.
plant-based. I tried plant-based a few times, but I just can't. You know, I like fish. I like white fish, right? I don't like chicken. I mean, if I can do without, it's fine. I don't like the taste of things now that I'm eating, but I'm trying to find a plant-based. I'm lazy to cook. I hate cooking. If I have to, then I cook. I'm such a great catch for men, right? Like she doesn't cook, she cannot bake.
I actually don't cook also. My home, everything is raw. Everything is raw.
Oh, is it? Okay, plant-based. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's right. It's actually, I don't cook actually at home. It's all raw. So it's raw salads. It's many vegetable goes in the blender and I drink it. And so there's no cooking going on here.
Oh, right. But even to put it together, you know, I just can't. I just want food to deliver and then I eat it. I eat to survive and not the other way around. So I can't find a place that does it nicely that I can enjoy, you know. So that's what I like. So I know your mindset. So your fitness is already intact to me. Like, you know, you're very disciplined. Yes. So let's ask about your mindset. Your mindset is also very powerful. So where do you get? Is it from your parents? Is it from it's already embedded in you? Your mindset is so intact too. Where do you think you get that from? At what age did you discover that?
My dad was very strong to me. Even so I was the only child, and I know some families when if they have only one child, that child is very protected. But for me, it was actually the opposite. So I was very disciplined by my dad. So I was like, when we going somewhere, I had to sit, don't move, stay there. That's it. So it has been that has been inside me. But my mind, I think, again, the army and then my job, because pastry is also everything about, we call it mise en place in French. So the preparations. So the steps before, let's say today, you prepare for today, you prepare for tomorrow. So your mind always has to be very clear, because you know what you have to do tomorrow, after tomorrow. So it has to be planned, it has to be prepared. The steps, the ingredients have to be ordered. My mind is I think my mind is very powerful because of the combination. Because of the combination, army as a pastry chef and sport. I think I got from there. I can control my mind very clear. Like, I have people that they can call me out and say, we go drinking, let's go party. I don't. I'm very easy. I said, no, I'm okay. I have gym tomorrow morning. So pop, already, no, I have tomorrow wake up call. So
tune in already.
I think that's why I'm single. I'm single also. That's why nobody wants to move in here, I think.
But I think women should understand. Like, a lot of women are saying that, we want to find a good man that stays home, you know. But then when you find it, like, oh no, really, actually, I want somebody that's a bit wild, you know. Like, be careful what you ask, you know. So how do you? So I take it that when you distress, when it's very stressful. I mean, for me, if I were to bake something, it's very stressful. So how do you distress? Is through exercise? What do you do? Meditation? What do you do? Through exercise.
So that's also fact. So it's very stressful in our job, especially a la carte when the service is on, big functions, events. My distress is sports. So I get home, take a shower, put my sport clothes on, and I go to run in the park. So when I do that in the evening after work, so I will go for a run, 5 to 8K, and do some light exercise.
Okay.
That's really taking the stress out. Yeah, and then walk back home, and I feel completely relieved after that. Yeah, so I need that actually. Yes, 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 yes.
But
I'm not a
okay,
yoga person. I never tried it, so
you never tried it?
I never tried it. Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
I
I've
should
never.
actually, I think. Yeah.
Maybe you fall in love with it. You're so disciplined. You're like, oh, I have to do this yoga first before I leave my
Yeah.
house. Actually, I've never tried Muay Thai because I see, I see a lot of kicking on the shin. I was like, no, I don't want my legs to be bruised, because of vanity, right? And it
Yes,
looks
yes.
so tough, and I'm so afraid somebody's going to knock me in my face. I'm old already. I don't want to go for plastic surgery and cost too much money, so I took that out. But I like boxing. I love boxing. Boxing actually is one of the best sports for me.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. So you do boxing too, right?
yeah.
Do you do boxing?
Yeah, boxing, Muay Thai. Yes, yes, yes. I had a few times to be careful when I was working in the hotel.
Uh-huh.
So I only could do fights between contracts. So when I finished the contract of 2 years, then I took 2 months off or 3 months before I took the new job because I want to do a fight. Because you can do a Muay Thai fight, and then on Monday morning you're gonna go to work and say, "Hey, chef, what happened?" Like cut here, cut. So you can, right? So that yeah, you gotta understand that. So you have to be professional and say, "Okay, I can do that when I'm working because I have to represent the hotel, so I can be with stickers and everything like blessed up." You know? So that one was always happening between jobs. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh my,
Yeah.
okay. So make me understand what I mean. Is it? I see women now are doing Muay Thai also, right? So it
Yes,
can't
yes, a
just be a
lot.
man, right? So what is the pleasure of being cut up and being bruised? Where? I'm trying to understand this.
For me it's I like to train very hard and get in pain and everything. Then when you really can make it to that ring, I mean, if you want to fight, when you make it to that ring, that's such a big achievement for yourself that nobody can take away from you. That's something very special. I know a lot of people, they say, "Oh, I'm going to fight and I want to fight and I'm going to do it," but they never do it because that's an extra step between training for sport and then training that you really want to do a fight. That's
Right.
a whole different mind and ball game. Yeah. So why I like it? I don't know. Actually, I don't know. I like to have my chins kicked and everything. Like I don't know. I just like it. I just like to be bruised and everything from Spartan race as well. Like everything open and it just feels good.
Okay. The unexpected, I guess, you
Yeah.
get pleasure from it, right?
Yeah.
So spiritual, what does spirituality means to you?
Spirituality. So actually, since I'm in Asia, I must say I think it's more than 15 years now that I'm actually completely diverted to the Buddhism. So I really feel very peaceful with Buddha. So I can go to the temple
Yeah.
and I can spend the whole afternoon just sit in the temple and just meditating by myself, and the peacefulness. And I mean, I don't know how to pray and Thai and everything, but I know how to do the way, to do the merit. They call the merit and Thai to bring everything
Uh-huh.
to the monks. I know how to do all these things, but I can't pray in Thai. I don't speak that language perfect, right? But it's that gives me a lot of peace. Yes, 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 yes. Yeah, Buddhism give me a
Wow.
lot of peace. Yeah, yeah,
Wow, that's fantastic. So,
yeah,
so you do meditation. So when
yeah.
you meditate, right? So you
Yeah.
what is the meditation routine like for you?
I can do it at the temple and I can do it at home also, but at home is more like relaxed. I also have a Buddha statue with flower, everything, like the whole style with the water and the food. So that gives me also a lot of peace. Like every 2 days, there are fresh flower on top and there's fruit and water refilled. So it's also
Oh,
a mind and peaceful thing. So that gives me peace also. I can sit at home and just put some meditation with very, very soft music on, like very soft. And yeah, just a little bit, let the day go, and yeah, something like that. Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
that's so nice. So um, do you think that now we look at fitness? Fitness is so big, right? Everyone wants to get fit.
Yes.
If you had a choice, I mean, this is hypothetical, of course. Do you think that I personally believe that fitness of mind, body, and spirit has to go hand in hand. The three circles have to come together in order for you to find balance, right? So if you were to had to choose
Correct.
one part, which is mind, body, spirit, only one, which one do you think that you would choose and why?
Mind and spirit. I would go for mind. Yeah, the mind, because the mind is everything. So your body can be tired, your body can give up, but if the mind is strong enough, you will go on. Yeah. I have been in pain in Spartan races with cramp pains, like huge, crying from the pain. I'm not lying here, crying from the pain, really going up with the stones, and like in Greece with the chains. And moment, it's the mind over body. So it's the mind that says you can do it. You go on, you can do it. 1K, 2K, 3K, just go. Yeah. For me, it's mind. Yeah, for sure. 100%. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah.
Okay, but for you, it's already in embedded in you, right? But
Yes.
some people go like, you know,
For the
they can't.
newcomers,
Right, right. What would you say to
yeah.
them?
My personal thing, I would also say mind, because if they have to wake up in the morning so they have to put in the mind and say, okay, tomorrow morning, let's say I'm gonna start 1K running. I'm gonna do that before work. I'm gonna do that after work. So I think it's the mind that actually gonna start them off to do that, because if they want to push their body maybe in the first week, if their mind is not really set to do that on the long term, they're gonna fall back and maybe in the old trap. Yeah. So I
Uh,
think mind is for me maybe the key to do your journey, I think. Yeah, yeah.
so, like now you are an executive pastry chef. So, do you see yourself like this is your destiny? This is what you want to do. Do you have any other things that you would like to do in your life?
Oh yes, I actually never stop learning. So I'm actually a certified personal trainer from
Ooh,
FIT Thailand. So that's a strange. Okay, I was with one hotel. I was with Conrad here in Bangkok, and I had off. And then suddenly after 1 year, jets. So I was suddenly only taking care of one hotel. So I had too much free time. All right. So I took these 2 extra days free time. I signed up on the sport university in Bangkok, and I did a 1 year university to become a personal trainer. That was hilarious. I mean, I was 52 years old, sitting in a class with 18 year, 19 year, 20 year, 21 year, and then this uncle comes there, you know. But very great, because all these youngsters who want to become the trainer, we were so connected. You cannot imagine. They were just like blown away by seeing me doing these classes at my age, really, like. It's so
yes.
great.
No, I think that's
So
wonderful.
yeah, yeah. So I actually never stop learning. Actually, I can't just think that's it. Now also I know there must be something after that. So if I can make it possible, I think I would love to do something in the sport business. Like, is it my own gym? Is it my own playground? Not sure. Combined maybe with I have been creating vegan pastries, plant-based, since
Okay.
4 years from scratch, all designed, and that has been going well. So I have this idea, maybe gym, maybe small cafe with, I mean, food cafe with plant-based things. I don't know. There's still many things. There's still many things in my head that I actually want try to pull off. Yeah, in my life.
No, I think that's wonderful, and I'm so glad that you shared it with us. So once you
Yeah,
open the gym that has a cafe that's plant-based, I'll be there.
yeah,
So we want
yeah.
to address this COVID situation. How has it impact you professionally and personally?
Professional, very heavy. I must say the whole tourism industry, I think I'm for sure worldwide,
Hmm.
but of course in Thailand. So let's say 70% of 5-star, 4-star hotel went completely closed, fully down in Bangkok. Our hotel has been stayed open, so our hotel hadn't closed. The owner didn't want it to close. He wanted to keep open, even we run at 2% occupancy, 3% occupancy. So that means we have like 8 guests in the hotel, 10 guests,
Mm.
6 guests. The owner doesn't want it to close. Of course, it's a big thing, especially, I mean, for us, but especially for the Thai local staff. Those people having it hard to survive
Mm.
because salaries are down, service charges are not. They are home with no with. I mean, our hotel company. I must say we are very fortunate with a great owner. So he hasn't been cutting salaries, and for the own staff, local, they can stay home. They get paid full salary, so that's very great. Only we, as a management, as the foreigners,
Mhm.
we all have been contributing since February. We're taking days off with no pay. Yeah, just to
Mm.
support all that extra money from all the managers for the local staff, which I think it's necessary, because we are here. I mean, I'm here as a foreigner, so I'm thankful I can be here in this country and work here. So you gotta respect the locals and stand by for the locals. So I also have been joining a lot of charity. I have a very good friend who has started 2 months ago with setting a big charity for the kids who have no families, no homes, for families who lost their jobs. So every single day they doing meals. So there's so many people involved. And I have been doing power balls at home. I sell them. Then all the money I make, send back to the charity. So like, just for give you an idea, last week they could buy 200 meals with my small budget that I sent. So I feel good about that one. I give
Mhm.
clothes away. I get whatever I don't use anymore. I can give it away every time. Clothes I give away. Um, I feel good with it. It's. I like to give. I don't know. I'm a giver. I like to give. Yeah, yeah,
No, I think you know what I love about this series that I'm doing. I speak to people like you, and without
yeah,
realizing that you guys, like the people that I've talked, especially a person like you, right? When I talk about spirituality, it's not just about, religion or finding peace, but what you do for your community and other people.
yes,
And you
yeah,
just proved to me that you have all the three elements. How wonderful is that, right? You give and not
yeah. Thank you.
not
Yes, yes,
asking for
yes,
anything. It just I love this series because I talk to people and all of them have the same element of mind, body, spirit, and it makes me
yeah,
feel so good because I learn about you, and we've never met, and
yeah. We
to
never
know
met. Yes, yes,
never met, right? But the one thing that attracted me to you is your discipline, and you're always positive, and
yes, yeah,
with your post. And then now I find out that you are, how humbling is that? We talk about foreigners that's coming to countries and the bitchiness, and I hate that because every country has foreigners that
same,
build, right?
same,
But
same.
but for you to say that, hey, listen, I want to do this. I'm taking a pay cut or no pay, whatever, to help the locals. That is a testament to what being human is. Such a goal-hearted man, and I'm so proud to have this conversation with you.
Correct,
Um,
correct.
so
Yeah.
so before we leave, because we only got like an hour before they cut
Yes,
us
yes,
off,
yes, yes, yes.
yeah, I want you to pass on words. I call it words of wisdom, words of kindness to people that are facing this pandemic in Thailand itself. What advice can you give? What support can you give? Words of support, please.
I would say stay positive, be humble, be kind. Um, help where you can, support where you can, even if it's even if I walk on the street and there's a lady sitting with the kid begging for money. I see foreigners passing through. They don't care. They don't even wear the mask. I always wear check if I have 20 baht or 10 baht. 20 baht sounds ridiculous, but for them it's not, because 20 baht means they have a lunch already. So yeah, so I would say positive. I mean, after rain comes sunshine. It's very important, and also not being afraid if you have a bad day. If you have a bad day, don't be afraid to try to connect with somebody who can pep you up again, because sometimes that's a little bit also. It's not easy, you know, if you have a bad day, especially as a man, as a guy, it's not easy if you have a bad day, to contact someone and say, hey, I got a bad day. How was your day? Just and it can be a few phrases and you start feeling better already, you know, because sometimes for a man, it's sometimes not easy to come out with your feelings. I'm honest, you know, but I'm actually quite okay I'm easy to go out with it, but I know people have difficulties with that as well. Yeah, so just be humble, be kind. That's very important. Yeah. One world, peace.
Yes, one world. We're better
peace,
together.
peace.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So that again, you blew my mind about men not asking for help, or, you know, because it's embedded in you guys to be the macho one, right? To reach out.
Yes, that's right. Because, you know, people look at me, okay, Muay Thai, Spartan way, dirty, always like, wow, push. Yeah, but I have a very soft heart. I have a very, very soft heart. Yeah. If I have one staff leaving, the tears are there very quick. If I work with the team for 2 years, like in all my properties I worked with, not my staff, for me, they are my family. So I will do everything for them, because this one is so sorry to do that now, but sometimes the foreigner doesn't understand. When I take a job, when I offer the job, for me it's very important. I'm going to train the staff, I'm going to teach them, I'm going to guide them, I'm going to re-guide them, I'm going to re-teach them, I'm going to retrain them, and then when I leave, they have grown, because that's the importance of the foreigner going to another country to take a job, not just to woo and then.
Wow, very, very deep conversation.
Yeah, sorry.
No, but it's good.
Now.
No, but it's good. It's good coming out from somebody that's a foreigner that's living in a country, you know, and giving back, and not just taking. A lot of people just take. You know, and you are fantastic, because we as the local need to understand that and stop blaming foreigners and all that crap. You know, I'm sick of that too.
There's there's a lot ongoing now.
Yeah, it happens in Singapore too. So I was like, you know, shut up. You know, I don't want to hear it. Thank you so much. I am very inspired by you, and I still don't understand why you are single. So I'm sure after this show, a lot of women will be like, oh, he's so hot, he's so nice, he's got a good heart. Thank you so much. I will come to Thailand, Bangkok, and I definitely would like to sit down and have a chat with you in between your pastrying and also your workout.
That would be fantastic. Thank you very much for having me. You're a wonderful lady, amazing, raising two daughters who are brilliant, what I can see. So fantastic. Thank you all the people who joined in. I hope you have some great mood for today and for the next days to come. It was fantastic to be here. Thank you so much. Kapung Kap. Very blessed to be here today. Wonderful Sunday.
Same here. Wonderful
Thank you so
Sunday.
Much,
Thank you so much.
Take care.
Take good care. Bye-bye.
Good luck.
Bye.